Montreal in St. Louis to get revenge after St. Louis beat us at home earlier in the season. So I got my usual. I got some news on the game. I got my stats and all that. And the Habs, I'm sorry, flustered today. Hockey fan hangout starts now. All right, so Montreal looking for their third win in a row against the St. Louis Blues. So I'll get right into what I've got here, and we'll go with the flow. Ivan Demidov is Rookie of the Month in the NHL, and Cole Caulfield is the Molson Cup winner for December. So Ivan Demidov, Rookie of the Month. He's got 35 points in 40 games on a pace for 71 points. Brendan Gallagher has played 874 games. Do I have that? Yeah. Nope. I thought I had that thing about Gallagher on a meme. That's 15th in team history. I don't know who's next for him to pass, but he's 15th. Habs are tied for third most road points, earning at least a point in 17 of 20 road games this season. They have 5 of 6 possible points so far in this road trip. The Blues are on the second game of a back-to-back game, and the back-to-backs, I should say. Habs are on the first game of back-to-backs this weekend. Lane Hudson has 8 points in his last 4 games with a +8 as well, and he is a point-per-game player in the first 40 games. Today's goalies, Jacob Fowler against Jordan Binnington. I'll have their stats in just a minute. And then I'm going to go with this. The Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. And you can pick one guy from each team to accomplish that feat. If you're the first one in the chat with that correct guess, then you win $15 off the purchase at the merch store. Leave your guesses in the chat. Mine today is 5-2 Montreal. 5-2 Montreal. I'm giving Bolduc or Dvorsky the goal. Bolduc or Dvorsky. I want maybe Texier too for Montreal, but I'm giving it to Bolduc, ex-Blue. And so leave your guesses in the chat. Good luck to everybody. What I got next? Habs are the first team this season with 6 10-plus goal scorers. You got Caulfield, Suzuki. So Caulfield, Suzuki, Slav, Bolduc, Kapanen, and Demidov. I know Caulfield's got 20 now. Suzuki, I think, has 13. Slav, I believe, has 14 now. So anyway, I don't know how old that was. Slav is Juraj Slafkovsky was a beast in the Habs 7-5 win. Slav has 10 points, 5 goals, 5 assists in his last 6 games. He's become the Slovakian boogeyman, this says, since he started playing on the line with Demidov and Kapanen. These are the opening games, the round robin in the Olympics when that comes up. You'll just to show you the times. Early, but not horrible. There's no 6:10 a.m. games for Canada. And anyways, just an idea of the times. I'll be doing those games for Canada. Standings. Habs are third in the division right now. Detroit, Tampa, Montreal. That's the Atlantic. The Metro Division is the Hurricanes, the Islanders, and the Flyers. Wild card, Caps and Sabres, and Pittsburgh sitting just outside. Refs tonight are Carter Sandlack and Corey Severette. Boo! Boo, refs. Canadiens last 10 are 6-1-3. They beat Florida and Carolina in their last 2. And the Blues 5-4-1. They beat Vegas in their last game. Team stats. Power play percentage, 24.8 for Montreal, 17.6 for the Blues, so an advantage for Montreal. Penalty kill, 76.7% for Montreal, 77.6% for the Blues. Face-off percentage, 49.7. Montreal, 51% even for the Blues. Goals for per game, 3.38 for Montreal, and 2.50 for the Blues. So that's an advantage there for Montreal. And goals against 3.30 for Montreal, 3.43 for the Blues. Goaltenders today. No, I missed one. Players to watch over the last 5 games. Points, Slav with 9 and Buchnevich with 4. Goals, Suzuki with 4, Shen with 3, and assists, Lane Hudson with 7, and Buchnevich with 2. Look, this one. Goalies today are Bennington, 7, 10, and 6, 3.58 goals against, an 8.69 save percentage. Just shining 8.69 save percentage. Not very good. And for Jacob Fowler, he is in 6 starts, 3-1-2, with a 2.64 goals against and a 9.04 save percentage. So an advantage there, maybe? Never know. Lineups: Thomas, Neighbors, and Kyrou. First line: Shen, Buchnevich, and Snuggerud. Dvorsky, Stenberg, and Berggren. Sundqvist, Toropchenko, and Joseph are the lines. The pairings are Broberg and Pareko, Tucker and Falk, Fowler and Kessel. And for Montreal, Suzuki, Caulfield, Texier, Kapanen, Slavkovsky and Demidov, Deneau, Bolduc and Anderson, Veleno, Blais, and Gallagher. Engstrom and Dobson, Hudson and Carrier, and Jackeye and Struble are the pairings, except Matheson is back in the lineup. So the pairings might be a little different, but Matheson is back with Dobson. I saw that after I got this here. All right. That's what we got. I'm thinking, okay. I got the game. I wasn't sure if I had the game on properly or not. Let's see what you guys are saying. Not a lot of people here. Say hi if you're here and leave your guess for the guess and score. Whoop. Guru, first one in, 3-1 Habs. Hudson or Thomas. ABL, you're nice and early today. Cape Breton 5, Charlottetown 3 today in the queue. And he says for the first goals, L'Italien or Provencher. You dug deep for that. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Gallagher, 7-2 Habs. Let's see. Lefebvre or no, you got it wrong. We'll try again. Lucas says Habs win. I mean, I hope so. I hope they don't play down to the Blues because, I mean, they're the better team here, Montreal, so they should win. Mary Jo, 4-2 Habs, Texier, or Neighbors. Beal's changing it again. You'll go Kapanen or Shen. There you go. Digging deep today for your first picks. We're underway. I'm a little flustered. I got home about an hour before the game. I was shopping all afternoon. He was running around like crazy, trying to get in, trying to eat, trying to put everything away. It's 9 p.m. over there. Wow, that's pretty good. Well, I mean, such an early start, right? Hey, Joe, how you doing there, Joe? Oh, my voice broke there. I don't know what's going on with that. How you doing there, Joe? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. What's wrong? I had that. I don't know. Was it last night, yesterday, or the day before? I think it was yesterday. Can't remember anymore. 8:10 in the morning. Well, not too bad. Except if you're not feeling well. Those Olympic starts are going to be tough on you over there, I think. All right, let me just check out this game. I got to watch the game a little bit so I can finally do another review. I haven't done one in a couple of games. What's that, Mayu? Mayu's out there. He wasn't supposed to be in the lineup. Let's see. We got Nate Thompson again doing the color. Tomorrow is 6 8. Yeah, tomorrow's 2 hours earlier. Okay, I didn't see what happened to Joseph. And we got a high sticking call. I'm gonna say, maybe not. I don't know what the call is. Yeah, it was high sticking. So how is a high sticking penalty, and then the guy can't walk after? That's the high stick. That didn't touch him. Ah, come on. That did the stick touch the guy's head at all? Come on. Hey, Charlie. Why do they call you Charlie? Hey, Charles. How's it going, Charles? How's the Caribbean treating you today? All right, so what do we got here? We are just over 3 minutes in. There's a minute 15 left on their power play. There's no shots on goal, no score. Hit that like button if you're having. I don't know if you are having a good time. Hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hey, hit that subscribe button too. I'm just 7 away from 4,000, so I'm trying to get there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. I'd appreciate it. $72. I take 72 for sure today. What are we at? We're at like minus 13 or 14 here. And minus 20 with the wind chill. Just a typical day in the winter in Canada. Whoa, where's that? That was weird. The puck just popped right up, straight up, like that, right in front of Fowler. Anyway, all good so far. That was the first save of the game. Bit of a slow start here for both teams. It's not much happening. You got minus 22 there with the wind chill, somewhat not far off from us. I see the save there. He didn't really make a save. It hit his pad. So Dobish is the backup. So I'm going to say you can tell who's going to get the start next by the who's the backup. Backup's going to get the next start. My opinion. Come on. No. Shot. I don't know if it was on net or wide, but it was a shot. Just about 6 minutes in now. Just one shot on goal by St. Louis. Obviously, no score yet. Second shot came. Did it hit him? Yeah. Oh, they just credited Montreal with one. It's 2-1 now. Okay. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I'm tired today, so that might happen. I do apologize, though. Lucas would really like to see Monty get a game again. He'll probably after Dobish, so Dobish tomorrow. Monty probably on Wednesday. Don't forget they got 3 guys and they're rotating them. So I'll bet you tomorrow's game Monty's the backup. It's not a great situation to have to rotate three goalies. Going to be yes, sir. Got the Habs are in Dallas on at 2:00, and then Canada and Czechia for semifinals at 8:30, and I'll be doing both of those games. So yes, it's going to be busy. I've got a podcast to direct before the game in the morning or the afternoon game, and that's it. I have other things, but I don't think I'm going to get much more than that done tomorrow. So busy day in hockey and a busy day for this guy. Hey there, Paul. How you doing, man? No, it doesn't count, but 4-2 Habs, Lane or Fabry. No worries, buddy. If you know that you're going to be in the chat and you want to make a guess, but you can't make it in time, text it to me. Okay, Paul? And I'll put it in. If you text it to me before the game starts, you're going to be good. Let's see. Monty's the one. They really have to get going, in my opinion. At least the other two can be sent down without waivers, and especially for Fowler starting in Laval will be good for him. Yeah, but Coach Marty did say that they're not going to go full bore bringing Monty back in. They're going to ease him back in, get his confidence back. They're going to ease him back in. Not, oh, he had a good game, let him start the next 3. It's not going to be like that. So how long that's going to go on, I don't know. But he said this, I want to say about 3-4 days ago, about that anyway. No worries, Paul. I know my people who do have my number. There's a few of you that do. If you have my number, you can text me if you're going to be late and you want to get your guess in. I don't mind doing that. I mean, a guru does that. So I don't mind like I said, for the guys that do have my number, you could do that. And there's a few, 3 or 4 people that have my number. Commercials. Yeah, tomorrow should be fun, though. I mean, okay, Dallas, I mean, it's a good team, so that's going to be a really good game, whereas this is kind of boring. I don't think tomorrow's game will be. And then we got the semifinal game for Canada. And Canada's been good this year. I think they're going to win a gold. That's how good they've been. It does. I mean, they had one game, I guess, the Latvia game, which you'd think that was close like that, and the other games they were just high scoring. But I mean, they've been scoring goals, so and the goaltending has been pretty good. The kid that's going to start tomorrow, Ivankovic, he's been good. 2 starts. I think he gave up 2 goals in 2 starts. Anyway, it should be fun tomorrow. We are playing Czechia, which Czechia was the team we beat to open up the tournament. 7-5. Is that what we beat them? Something like that. But we beat Czechia already. The U.S. lost. They're not in the tournament. They can all go to Venezuela now and fight the fucking war. Sorry, I swore. Canada's well coached this year with Dale Hunter at the helm. I agree with that. Yep, I 100% agree with that. Dale Hunter, listen, I didn't like him as a player. He was a good player, though, and just so dirty, but he was a good player. He's a hell of a coach. Just about halfway through the first. Shots are still 2-1. No score, so not much happening in this game at all. Yep. Good save by Fowler. His best save of the day so far. You got 3 shots against. Relax there, relax a little bit. Like almost for sure it's going to be the best save of the game so far. It's just 3 shots. Anyway, I don't know. What can I do? I'm going to do this just a little early today because I'm kind of wound up. Matt had a lot of walking and shopping and pulling a heavy wagon behind me. It was a difficult day. But it's done. It's over with. I'm home. And I'm watching hockey. Not much better than that on a Saturday afternoon, right? Not much better than that. Only thing that would make this better is if the game was actually a good game. If there was pace to it, and there's nothing to this game right now. And unfortunately, St. Louis just opened the scoring. Didn't see the goal. We'll have to wait and see the. Yep, they were a little sloppy right there. Ah, damn it. Yep, sloppy defensive play in their own end on that pass from cross ice pass between the defensemen, and that led to that goal. If that's a sign of this game, we could be in trouble. Should have beat the Blues the last time as well, and they came into Montreal and beat us. And I mean, here we should beat them. Let's hope. I mean, it's just one goal, but let's hope that's not what we're going to see here. You saw someone wearing a Makar what? A sweater? Oh, Andre. No, who said that's Lucas said that. A Makar what, Lucas? I don't think Cam Fowler is related to Jacob. No, I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. They looked haughty. That's an interesting word to use for that. Um, I did. You know what? I didn't leave the game on long. Once it was done, I kind of I turned it off and got out of there. It was late, so I didn't really notice. Can't deny St. Louis's logo is very cool. It says Sofka. Hey, Sofka, how's it going, man? You love their jerseys? I don't. I don't hate them. I don't like the color of the blue. I don't like that blue. Every time I see somebody other than a player wearing them, it looks kind of weird on them. I find. You have a Price, a Weber, and a Crosby Team Canada jersey. I only got the one, which you can't see right now, but that behind me from the Four Nations. I don't have any other Team Canada jerseys. But I got that Four Nations one I got from Fanatics for free. A little bit of work I had to do for it, but not much. Honestly, though, I don't like it. I don't like the logo. The way, like, if it was a decal logo, would have been great, but it's not. It's one of those other logos, the harder ones, and it's not comfortable to wear. I find. Hey there, lawyer. Yeah, it is a bit of a slow game. Even I like the sweaters that the junior players are wearing. I do like those. All right, so we are at 8:45 left in the first. Shots are 4-1 for St. Louis. They got 1-0 St. Louis. That puck came out. Yeah, that puck came out. Matt is not joining. He was supposed to be joining us today. He canceled on me yesterday, but at least he let me know in advance. I think he said something about got drafted to fight in Venezuela, something like that. Saturday, Lucas, but it's an afternoon, so he was supposed to be here. I wonder how many of those Suzuki Team Canada jerseys are going to sell here. Bet you a lot of them. Imagine his attendance once they turn those things on us here. Wonder if that'll how that'll work out. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Oh, that's not the kind of draft I meant, though, Lucas. I meant the not the good draft, the bad kind of draft. Cam Fowler is a dual citizen. His father is from Newfoundland, and his mother is from Michigan. They worked at the Windsor Ford plant and transferred across the bridge to one of the Detroit plants. His father is from Newfoundland, and his mother smelled like elderberries. When I read it, his father's from Newfoundland, I thought of that Monty Python. I don't know why. I know it's your father smelled the elderberries. Don't correct me. I know. Yeah, the exact opposite of me. Yep. I prefer my way. I much prefer my way. I'm so glad I got it my way, not the other way. So fucking glad. Sorry, I should put a warning out. I may swear today. I don't know why, but it may happen. Not in the best of moods over the news, but hey. Trying. I'm trying. Fowler is from Florida. Yep. Apparently, first NHL goalie from Florida. Or he's the first Floridian goalie that played in, where did he play? Tampa? Was it Tampa? First or Florida? I don't remember, but he's the first one. Yeah, that is true. Don't say that though, because next Phil's gonna come in and say, "Yeah, we got to get Marc-Andre Fleury." What news? What news? U.S. U.S. bombed Venezuela and kidnapped the president, and threatened Mexico and Canada next. That's big news, if you ask me. So if you haven't heard that, yeah, we're under threat already. It's one of the reasons I'm not in a good mood today. When I saw that, matter of fact, kind of you could say fit to be tied. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm fit to be tied with them. Not my boys, but they just took over the whole country. It's as if it's theirs. Mexico is next, he said. And then he mentioned Canada. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So, when we do the Olympics and we play the U.S., I may not be responsible for some of the stuff I say. I already told the boys I'm not doing the games with them because I'm going to say stuff that they're not going to like. So, Trump may try to kidnap me. Well, they might. Let them try. Oh, I'm definitely one thing I'm doing as soon as they put out calls for people to volunteer for the 300,000 person volunteer reserve. I'm joining. I'm telling you all right now. I don't care that I'm 63. I'm joining. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Imagine Fleury as a goalie coach. See, that I could see more than Phil Phil there wanting us to sign him. I know they've been talking. There's teams talking to him and whatever, but as a goalie coach, imagine him being Fowler's goalie coach. That probably would work well. So you never know, something like that. First Crosby, then Letang, Boom, boom, boom. It's Phil's his number one hit. He's singing his number one hit. Let's get Crosby, but we got to get Letang. You drive them? Hey, that's funny. What's the issue? Letang is ancient. Crosby, I take. Marc-Andre Fleury, we don't need it. Honestly, we don't need a goalie. So I don't think we do. We need a goalie coach, maybe. That's what's wrong. Letang's going to play with a hockey stick and a cane pretty soon. The Habs are on TSN today. That's where I'm watching. Oh, that's not where you're watching? Yeah, that's where I'm watching. Oh, yeah, because it's Saturday, but it's an afternoon game. That's why. That's why. Yeah, he's BL. He didn't mention Greenland. What he did mention was Mexico and Canada. So take it as you want, but he didn't mention Greenland. Let them come. They're going to get a surprise if they try. Pete X has had his spine removed and replaced with a Mar-a-Lago pool noodle. Yeah. Secretary of War. I wonder how small his dick is, though. That he needs to have. I wonder how small his dick is. Pete Hegg says, if you're listening to me, you got a small dick. Lucas, that's one of the things I don't think they're going to hear me say, the boys, is, I if I had any say, I'd be officially calling for the U.S. to be banned from the Olympics, just like Russia. Especially after what last night, they should be banned. Anyways, too much politics. We got a hockey game on. 5 minutes left here in the first. Shots are 6-2 now for St. Louis, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. I really hope the Habs don't have like that bad second period. Good save, Fowler. Good save, Fowler. He did give up a rebound, but it was a good save with the pad. Come on, boys. What the hell is wrong with you guys? This is the Blues. They suck, man. They suck. Get a win here today because tomorrow you might not. Hey, Chicago Joe. You want to beat the Blues so bad, especially where you live, eh? You must not be a good Blues fan. We lost 7 straight. Have we lost 7 straight? I didn't know that. You and your wife were at the Enterprise Center when we lost 6-1. Let's go, Montreal. Stay within reach. We dominate the third. And I hope the second. I hope they don't have that bad second because this is not a great first. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not great. And they want to be contenders one day. Well, you can't play like this against these teams. You got to learn how to close them out, even when you're having a bad day, which they are. They're having an off day, but you still got to learn how to close out a team like this. Yep, BL. It's exactly it. It's not kind of, he's Putin's little hand puppet. Putin grabs him, puts him on his hand, and whacks off. That's what he thinks of Trump. But you're right. And you can add China in there. The game you were talking about, Joe, was in 2023 or 2024, November 2024. Habs didn't have a great record against Blues recently. No, apparently not. I know that this year. I mean, we should have won that first game, and they surprised us. There shouldn't be a surprise this time, though, right? There shouldn't. So anyway, still a lot of hockey left. They're only down one, so it's nothing to really get upset about. But let's see how they come out for this second, because there's just 2:41 left here in the first. Andre, they're very boring today, that's for sure. This is a boring game. I don't know if that's Montgomery's strategy here, the system they're like. I don't know, but they got to figure this out for the second. We're under 2 to go here. Shots are 8-4 now. It's a little spin away move by Matheson to Suzuki. Is that Suzuki? No, it was Dobson to Galley. Galley couldn't handle that. No, it was Caulfield. Blues come back the other way. 3-on-2 here with 2 guys trailing. Now it's 4-on-3 or 3-on-4. Shot and that deflected off. A shot went off a stick and out. How's that? That's better. That's better, Rick. That worked a lot better. So, yeah, I mean, this first period sucked. So let's hope the second period is going to be a little better. Look at that team save percentage. We got 879. They got 878. St. Louis. All right, but I mean that's Monty's fault for that we're that low right now. So once he gets his numbers back to respectability, that team number will come up. Face off is to the left of Fowler. Dano gets tossed. Kapanen comes in. Kapanen there wins the draw. Come on, boys, let's go get one. Yeah. No puck luck there at all. Well. St. Louis offside, so we'll have a face-off just over to Habs line. Yeah, can you believe this is halfway through the season, game-wise? That's crazy that we're already at 41. I know that's like it's almost cliche, everyone saying that. Can you believe it? But I mean, it's game 41 already. It just seemed to fly by. And also the compressed schedule. We should probably only be at like 33, but no, that's probably all. But halfway through in games. .7 seconds to go in the first. Claude Julien, look, our old coach, boring old Claude Julien hockey. Who would Julian play on this team? He only likes to play the old vets. We don't have enough of those. Imagine. Come on, get it in there. Shot. Oh, close. And it's 1-0 St. Louis after one period of play. Shots are 8-7. So Habs catching up on that. But we got an intermission. I just noticed I forgot to turn my light on. It's okay. I'm in the shadows. I'm in the shadows. Only the shadow knows. So you guys got the floor. Ask questions, make a statement, say something, fart, burp, whatever you want to do. You got the floor. I'm here. I'm here to serve. How's that? The Habs seem to hang around in games and do a hostile takeover at some point to win. Yeah, the comeback kids, but I hope they don't do that in this game. But you're right. It's not over till it's over, unless they're being like blown out. If they're down by 2 or 3, doesn't mean the game is over till the end of the third. They've been pretty damn good with that. Trade market is so weak. Is so weak at the moment. No one is really selling, and those who are, we don't want what they're selling. From what I was reading just the other day, there's probably only 4 to 6 teams that are going to be sellers because of how close the races are. Everybody's so tight. There's not going to be a lot of sellers. It's not going to be easy to get anybody at the deadline. So it makes me think that what I've said after they acquired Phil Deneau, that they are done, basically done, and they're not going to be bringing in somebody for the second line center job or probably anything else. I think that's pretty accurate. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't know. That's what I see. It seems like consensus is out there. So yeah, sellers there's not a lot of them. So and also in that case, if there's not a lot of sellers, then anybody who's looking to buy, price goes up because there's like it's a bidding war. So I don't think the Habs are going to do very much at the deadline. What I do hope they'll do, though, if there's a lot of people looking for players, Patrick Laine is available. Patrick Laine is available. I don't see how he fits here anymore. Honestly, I don't. He's got a great shot from the circle and all that, but I don't see how he fits here, and I don't know how they're going to get him in the lineup, for him to prove that he does. So. But I digress in that we'll see. But I do think Laine is going to be gone at the deadline, especially if the market is that where there's not a lot of players to get. Well, there's a team that'll take a chance on Laine. At that point, he'll just have whatever's left on the contract for the year. That's it. His contract's done, and you don't ask for much in return, and somebody will take him. And that's it. Sorry, but he didn't do anything here, or very little. I'll say he did a little bit, but he didn't do enough to earn another contract, in my opinion. And I hope the best for him. I hope it doesn't screw up his mental health because I know he's got those issues. But sorry. Doc should be back, though, soon enough to see what he's like. So if Doc is playing well, then no need. I think with him also on an expiring contract, if he's still struggling about whatever, I think Doc can go too. Problem is we kind of need Doc to be good and to find a spot. I don't know where it's going to be exactly, but we kind of really could use him to come back and be good. Hey there, Paul. How you doing, man? You were watching the World Dart Tournament and not me. I'm insulted. No, I'm not. I don't care. I don't really care. You can watch what you're allowed to watch whatever you want. I hope it was fun to watch and you enjoyed yourself because otherwise you could have been here doing no. Okay. Your man won. That's always good. Luke Hitler. Oh no, Luke Littler. I would change my name. I would change my name if it was Littler. It's too close. Just too close. Let's see. With Doc Newhook line A out and hopefully returning, there's no way to fit anyone without trade. I'm on Rick. I'm with Rick on line A available, but no one will take that contract. No, I don't. I disagree. The contract's over after the end of the season, right? He's coming back only February at the end. So when the Olympics are over, not a lot of money left to pay on that contract. It's a cheap pickup. And if we're not asking much, then I think somebody will take a chance on him. Who made 1 million pounds? You made what? Hey, listen. No, I know I put a couple of pounds. I know I put some weight on over the last like couple of weeks or month, but hey, not 1 million pounds. That's what the guy wanted. That's not bad. 1 million pounds. That's a lot of money. Did anyone check the ice for me? Nobody knows how to tell but you. He's 18 and he just won 1 million pounds. If you're eligible, if you're a single girl, go hit on that. He's 18, looks like he's 81. Okay. I'd rather be no, I wouldn't rather be 81 looks like 18 though. No. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being 18. Even if I have to look like 81. Yo, Wazowski. Welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate that. We're here for every Habs game. Every Habs game. I do the Canadian games for the World Juniors and the Olympics. So you found us. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the like if you're liking the show. But hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified when there's a show. Duff had 20 180s this year. What? Duff had 20 180s. Okay, first of all, what's a 180 this series? And which Duff? What? Give the Flames a first round pick to take Line. No, I don't think I want to give him a first. You know why? You give a first round pick just to get rid of a guy that's you get rid of just by letting him walk. So no, I'm not willing to do that. But I'm willing to take very little back for him. But when we got Line, we also got that second round pick, and we were all like, "Wow, we got a second round pick." Now we know why, right? Now we know why. Three triple 20. Oh, now I know what you meant by that. The 20s, yeah. Okay, I get it now. Awesome. I'm going to call you Wiz because it's a lot easier, but I love that. Wazowski. I like that name. It flows. Yep, Paul. At first, I didn't realize you were talking Dart vernacular. That's all. That's why. I would expect they're coming back for the second period very soon, but I'm not sure. Hughes turned Jordan Harris into Line and Deneau. Such a wild move to me. Actually, you're right. Line, and then we moved that second round pick for Deneau. The problem is that Line is not really working out. So I'd like to see him now turn Line into something. I listen. I don't think you're going to get much back for Line though. So we'll see. BL, I remember, and yes, and it's kind of looking like you were right. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I'm not one to stubbornly stick to it and go, no, I was right and all that. No, it turns out you were right, and I was wrong on that. That's all. And there's just no room here for him. I don't see any room for him on this team at this point. So, no, I would keep Doc and trade Line, and if you keep Doc if he's playing well, if he comes back and then he's playing well, keep him, sign him to a very short term prove it contract. But Liney's got to go. He doesn't love the game, but he loves what the game does for him, and he plays that way. It's now obvious that he plays that way. No, I don't. I think we can get a little more than futures, like a fourth maybe for him. Someone willing to part with a fourth or a fifth, which isn't much better than futures, but it's not futures. Yeah, I see, Phil. I'm going to agree with you now. I wouldn't give up on Doc unless he comes back and he just sucks. If that's the case, then you can let him walk. If not, I would sign him to a prove it contract. You know, Gooley's the guy that concerns you. Love his game, but he is not built to play that style. Too fragile. Yeah, he's definitely got to be considered injury prone to some extent, right? 3.4. You're talking about Doc 3.4? Yeah, but the contract's over. It's his last year. Um, he hasn't done anything to earn 3.4 for this next one. So if he wants 3.4, he better come back and play well. Doc doesn't shoot very well with crutches. Nope. Gursky. Hey there, Gursky. Some team will give a third for 92. You think hey, I'll take a third. I figure a third or a fourth, but if I figure a fourth more, but you maybe if you can get a third for him, hey, you get in a second. Doc is fragile and can't play the big game he wants to play. Exciting to watch, but short-lived with being injury prone. Well, this is why I say so. He comes back and he plays well, but his contract's out, right? We're making the playoffs. You kind of don't want to trade him at the deadline. So either you're willing to let him walk or you sign him to maybe a 2-year, $2.2 million contract, something like that. And that's what and prove it. And then if he does, then you sign him again. If not, then you don't re-sign him. Our surplus is right-handed wingers, possibly one of Anderson, Gallagher, Line and left-handed defenseman, one of Struble or Gooley, and we have a plethora of picks to pull from. All right. Some teams may give a third for Line, but can they take 8.7 million in cap space? I mean, that's a good question there. Even though it's not the full, but you still have to have that room on there. I don't know, but you gotta move them. No, they still have to have the cap space for the 8.7, I think. My father shot darts all over the Maritimes in the 60s and 70s. Okay, I didn't really need to read that. And by the way, Phil, it would be less than half of that because by the time the deadline hits, there's what, a quarter of the season, if not less. So it's not a lot of money, but that 8.7 has to be able to fit in the cap, in your roster in the cap. Can't go over. Is it sad? I mean, I feel for Caulfield for that. As far as having him here and not possibly getting hurt down there or whatever, I'm okay with that in the end. And besides, I don't want to have to root against Caulfield and Hudson. So I'm glad they're not on the team right now, and I don't want to have to be rooting against them and saying bad things. So that's for me, it's good. You say Caulfield is on standby with Jason Robertson. Yeah, you think Robertson would be ahead of him though with his 48 points this season so far? So why would anyone give anything to help out another team's cap problems? Line isn't that valuable. Okay, but Goggles, what are you talking about helping out anybody? We're not asking a team to take Line A to help us out. We're asking the team to take Line A at a low cost to them and take them. We don't need them. No one said anything about asking a team to help. And if you trade them in the right, like you don't trade them in the division, you trade them outside the division, and you don't have that issue usually. If you have to trade them the other conference. Jarvis told the Hockey News that he was told he is on the bubble. And what does that mean? So if he didn't get on the team, but he was on the bubble, well, he didn't get in. I'm not sure why you said that. Listen, the truth is, especially for Canada and the US, mostly for Canada and the US, there's good players that are not going to get picked because you can't pick them all. So, you know, I don't think Montreal would have a problem with that, Goggles, because there's just what 18 games at the deadline. But what's left? 14 to 18 games left. How much money is you talking about at that point? Nothing. $1.5 million. So they're not gonna need to retain or ask to retain. They're not going to be asked to retain on that kind of money left over. And what was it you said? No cost as Montreal pays his. Yeah, Montreal pays his full salary. I have no problem. No, Montreal doesn't pay his salary. What are you talking about? You're trading him. The other team pays whatever's left on the salary. The low cost is the comeback, whatever you're asking for, a 4th-round pick, a 5th-round pick. That's a low cost. And hell, future considerations is okay to me by me too. Render away for the second. So that's the low cost. Montreal does not pay Line A salary if they trade him. Nobody does that. Well, you can retain, but I don't think they're going to have to retain with that little left on the salary, on the contract at that point. Anyways, I don't have to repeat myself anymore. Right? You taking vitamins down there, BL? Listen, they're all on standby. one of the players could get injured. Depending on who gets injured, then that depends on who they might add. So they're all on standby, whoever they didn't pick. Big glove save there by Fowler that I just saw on the replay. Didn't see it when it happened. Habs are on fire. All I see is St. Louis getting shots on Fowler. Oh, that shot just hit the Blues player in the head or something. He got up. Shen. He went down pretty quick, though. I think the game is a little bit on fire to start the second. Yeah, Gursky, I mean, I want to believe what you're saying, but I don't believe it. He has shown me not enough, and I think they should move him if they can. ASAP. They have to be told they are on standby. I'm sure they've been told. You don't know if they've been told or not. All right, we got a minute and a half into the second already, and it's 10 shots to 9 for St. Louis, 1-0 St. Louis. I don't know. This looks like maybe a repeat of the first period, not a hot second. If it was hot, it wasn't hot for long. Well, they're not supposed to be taking any anyways, and if they are, they should know better and not be and say, "Yeah, I'm not on. I don't want to go." And if they don't, no, it's their problem. But I'm sure they've been told, though. That's the thing. I'm sure they've been told. I'm sure they're not going to tell us every player that they told to you're on standby. No, I'm kind of argumentative lately. I don't agree with you. Okay, so hey, just giving my opinion. Sorry. At least I'm in a good mood about it, though. Yesterday I was told just to be myself. Be yourself. It'll be fine. Now I'm told I'm argumentative. I don't know, guys. We're almost 3 minutes into the second already. Now it's 11-9 shots on goal. Still 1-0. Would be nice for the offense to show up here. See you later, BL. I hope you're not leaving because of me. If you want, I can go. No. Yeah, this second looks a lot like the first. I'm sorry, but it does. it quickly devolved back into the first period. Hey there, Johnny. How's it going, man? Thank you. This is just too much zone time for St. Louis. I mean, I don't get what's going on here. Why they play down to a team that they're better than? No, I got that puck deep enough to change up. Everybody go change up. Charlottetown and Sydney tonight. Anyway, enjoy the game, Maribiel. Crayside, welcome to the channel. Bruins fan, can't lie. You don't have to lie about it here. Habs are fun to watch. What young player do you expect to grow into a star? I mean, the ones that haven't yet. Half the Habs team. Pretty much everybody on the top six. They got Hudson on the defense. I mean, there's so many names. And then the guys in the minors too, and minors the prospects. I mean, Little John Mooney. Mooney's got potential. I'll give you Mooney's got potential amongst those guys. Zarofsky, Hage, Reinbacher, Mooney. I don't know about Papanakis yet. That was dangerous by Binnington. Very dangerous. Too bad we didn't capitalize on something there. Come on, guys, get some good pressure going. Oh, stretch pass up to Caulfield. He couldn't grab that. Too bad. Phil, I hope you're not saying Florian's going to be a top six power forward, though. He's going to be a fourth liner. Pickford has played himself into the conversation. He's got a little ways to go. Got to come up probably and play a little bit with Laval. There's some good prospects down there. That is shitty ice, says Paul, but we're what, halfway? I'm not sure how far in we are in this period. I mean, 8 minutes into the period, gets chopped up a little bit. I mean, 8 minutes into any period, the ice gets chopped up anywhere. Let's see. 12:09 left in the second. Shots are 13-9 for St. Louis. Still 1-0. Tyler Myers? Are you kidding me? Man, Phil, I'm sorry. I definitely can't okay that. What do we need Tyler Myers for? I hate that guy too. Add him to my list. BL's gone. Tyler, no way. No way I want Tyler Myers on this team. Gursky, we could be. They're the comeback kids for a reason. Anyways, they're only down by 1. This is nothing to worry about. At least not with these guys. 1 goal a lead is not it's not that much. Yeah, you might be right, but I'm not getting Tyler Myers. Not me. I would never trade for that guy. Yeah, anyone cheap probably means you're getting cheap play. I don't want that. Why do you want to water down the defense? Yeah, it's a good point, Paul. That's why, they're only down by 1. Third period could be the period for them because St. Louis played last night, so that could have an effect on that. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Now, 92-93, they had 4 guys at 40 points halfway through the season. This year, they got 3. First time had that many since then. That's crazy. Crazy good. If Phil would at least find names that make sense. I'm sorry, Tyler Myers, man. Jeez. If they go and get him, I'm going to laugh so hard and then be mad. All right, so we're 9 minutes into the second period. Still 13-9 shots and still 1-0. Although there was a save there by Fowler, so I didn't see what happened. Let's see. And there is a penalty coming up. And I think it's St. Louis taking the penalty. Tripping call, St. Louis. Buchnevich, I think. Is that it? Yeah. You go to the box, 2 minutes, you feel shame. Okay, face-off is to the left of Bennington. Win the draw, get set up. They didn't win the draw, so they did get the puck, and they're going to get set up. St. Louis being very aggressive on this PK. cleared down. Oh, they didn't drop pass? Wow. They cleared down anyway. 1:15 left in the power play. Oh! Net was like wide open when that puck was in the air somewhere. It's a bad turnover. And there's a goal. 2-0. Thomas and Toropchenko, is that who it was? You can see that happening. Yeah, it was a good pass. Thomas, a good pass over to Toropchenko, and then I think back to Thomas, and then whatever. Great, 2-0. Halfway through this game. Okay, where's Monahan going to play? And how much is he making? And how long is his contract? Where's he going to play? And after I gave, anyways, whatever. That's good. I'm glad it's your opinion. I'm sorry, Phil. I don't mean to be a curmudgeon, even though I am. But Monahan, they're not going to trade for another center. And if Columbus thinks they still have a chance in the playoffs, you think they're trading Monahan? You got to go look at the teams that are out of the playoffs. Those are the ones that might be trading. The teams that are close and have a chance, they're not going to be selling. So who are you sending back for Monahan? Let's hear. Because then by that time, so we're going to have Suzuki, Kapanen, Deneau, and Evans, and Monahan. Who you moving? I don't know where Columbus is right now. I don't. And let me ask you this question, because I want to see what you have to say. You think Columbus is going to take Line back? I wish BL was here to laugh. They got rid of him. Like, please take him. Here's another pick. Take him. Now you think they'll take him back? Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Go Pittsburgh. I'd like Pittsburgh to beat Detroit. So for what's his name? You want to give Anderson, Line, Gooley, and the kitchen sink? I mean, overpay much? I don't think they want anything to do with Line. for Monahan, who we don't need. We don't need Monahan. Why we got to go get Monahan? Anyways, that role that they got Phil Deneau. That's what they got. They got Phil Deneau to fill that role of the experience center. Making trades just to make trades is the worst idea you can come up with. Because that's what you're doing. You're making trades just to make trades. Because the grass, oh look, the grass is greener over there. I mean, that's all you're doing. Again, can't have enough centers, but you got to do it with using your brain, dude. That's what I think. I just think it's ridiculous. You're just trading willy-nilly here, this, that, and boom, boom. Oh, okay. Now you're just having fun with me. I'm not that gullible. See, we're down to 7 minutes left here in the second. Habs going to go on the power play here, so it's a delayed penalty right now. They blew the whistle, so we'll go on the power play here. Tripping call. Yeah, you love trades. Trades will fuck up your team when you do them willy-nilly and just for the heck of doing a trade. One of the worst things you can do to your team is go, you know what? I just feel like making a trade just for the fun of it. You're going to fuck your team up so bad, dude. And that's why I get upset when you talk like that. Okay, Phil. You're gonna get into the I'm not even gonna read your comments tonight category. You want to be ridiculous like that with me? It was Braden Shen, by the way, took the penalty. Oh, somebody got it in the face. Yeah, Nick Suzuki just took a high stick. He went down like a shot. He's okay. He's getting up. He's okay. Cost us a goal. So they hope they get one on the power play because that guy, the high stick, cost us a goal. Nick Suzuki was just about to put that puck in the net. I'm sorry, but to me, that's a penalty shot for me. Penalty shot. Phil's running for president. Campaign promises. Come on, guys. Time for a goal. Oh, it's a two-man. I didn't realize it's a two-man. Let's come on, you guys. Face off to the left of Binnington. Still a two-man. Come on, boys. Don't waste this. They're blowing the two-man. Jesus Christ. There's no puck luck today. What? A hooking call goes to Montreal. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they're not. They're looking to even things up. Fuck off, man. Yeah, just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to decide to change the game because I want to even it up for nothing. Fuck off. What they need to get rid of makeup calls. Good save, Fowler there. .245 here to go in the second. 20 seconds left in the power play. Habs are leading on the shots now, 17-14. That's something. Power play is over. Bennington hasn't been good this year, though, so I don't know if that's why. Just because he's good against Montreal, I mean? I don't know. Excuse me. Let's hope for a good third. Only 2 goals down. Comeback kids have done this a few times already this year, so we're not out of it yet. The other day, what game was it? Tampa? No. The Florida game, and maybe even both of them. I was like, that game is over. It's over. And they came back in both games. One they won, one they took to overtime. So you never know with these guys as long as they're within reach. But I don't find they've got any freaking puck luck tonight. They're not getting the bounces, and it's not helping. Yeah, just get one to start it off. That's all they need. They get the one, and it's a new game. So, especially in a 2-0 game. Anyway, we'll see. This period's almost done. Good. I mean, a quick shot there from the side of the net. I don't know who it was. Fowler was just waiting for it, so no problem there. Oh, look, shot off the glass. Last minute of play in the second. Icing against Montreal here. Okay, face off to the right of Fowler. Won by St. Louis. Come on! Fucking save Binnington, man. God damn it. Good save by Binnington, gotta say. God damn. Man, Bolduc had an opportunity there, but good pad save by Binnington. Binnington Bear. That's what it should be. Like Paddington. Hey. Well, down to the third. 2-0 after 2. Looks like we're getting goalie, but said that a few times in games and they've come back. So, all right. So, anyways, we got a intermission. So, you guys got the floor. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If you are liking this and you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. I should do this too so I don't get in trouble. As you know what that means. The January promotion. Order any combination of 4 of these Habnormals products and get a free Habnormals mug. So you can order 1 of each, 4 of each, or any other combination to get that. And that's at the address down there or that QR code. That'll take you right to the store if you choose to. No code needed if you just order 4 of these items. It'll automatically get added to your cart. So check that out. And yeah, I'm safe now. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything you want. Although probably people are gone to the bathroom, gone to get a drink, something to eat. This is Habs' 6th road game. 1 more to go. They need some home cooking. Is that true? Are they back at home? They're 7. This road trip is 7. So I think Wednesday and Thursday it's away, Thursday at home. Wednesday on the road, Thursday at home. Don't know the 2 teams off the top of my head. Because I know it was a 7-game road trip. If this is 6, it's not. We're not done yet. But it's not 6. This is 4. 5 tomorrow and 2 more. No, I gotta look it up now. Give me a sec. Let's see. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm wrong. I'm wrong. They're home to Calgary in Florida on Wednesday, Thursday, and they are also at home to Detroit on Saturday. Those are the games. Saturday's game, Pete the Fist is supposed to be my guest for the game, so he hasn't told me he's not going to be there. So Pete the Fist should be on the Detroit game next Saturday. I thought it was a 7-game road trip, dude. I really did. I could go check. I'm going to go check while so I can't read what you're saying for a second. I'm going to go look and see how many games this trip has been. Not for you, for me. I got to know. Gots to know. Gots to know. Okay, so there'll be when they get to Dallas, that's 3 this month. Let me see them previous. No, 7. Pittsburgh, Boston, Tampa, Florida. That's the first 4. Carolina, St. Louis, Dallas. 7, Mr. Paul. 7. Would I lie to you, dude? Would I lie to you? No, you said 6, dude. You said 6. Oh, you said this is Hab 6. Yes, so you're right. You were right, Paul. Okay, stop now. Yeah, but they couldn't score, could they, eh? Bad to blow it to, man. Paul, brought to you from our sponsor, a brand new cold beer. You deserve a beer today. Oh, weird color on that game. Weird lighting. Very yellow. Too early for that? For you, Joe, you're obviously here where it's 5:48 here. It's 6:48 for where Paul is. So it just fine. You quit months ago? I quit longer than that ago, but I quit too. I don't drink anymore. Isn't it a break? No, I changed it. It was very easy rewrite. You quit drinking due to change of taste buds and can't stand the smell anymore. That's a good enough reason right there. But what do you mean change of taste buds? Like now just tastes bad to you? All right, don't forget, you guys have the floor. Give a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. And let's talk about this third period. What do you guys say? How's the third going to go? Habs going to come back? How long? How long do you think it's going to take them to get their first goal? Are they going to are going to keep us on the edge of our seats till like 3 minutes left? What was it the other game? Florida didn't. There was like 5 minutes left, and they decided, you know what? Yeah, we can score 3 goals. Oh, it's on 8 o'clock. The game tomorrow. 8 o'clock. The Canada game, not 8:30. Well, that's not what it said this morning on the page. I'm gonna have to double check again tomorrow. What you see is it's not good. St. Louis very defensive. They're not. I mean, their defensive numbers, goals against anyway, haven't been great. Worse than Montreal's. So they're just having a good game. You thought Canada was playing Finland? No. Didn't Sweden beat Finland? I don't remember now off the top of my head. We are playing Czechia. Yeah. No doubt about that. Or no, you're right. Finland. Anyway, we're not playing Finland. We'll play Finland. Yeah, that's right. Finland beat USA. So it is Sweden and Finland tomorrow, and Canada, Czechia. That's where we're at. Semifinals. Hey there, Eric. How you doing? Habs have trouble against bigger teams. This, I guess, is possibly a true thing. It is a true thing. And St. Louis, I guess, is big. That's why they probably the last time it was the same thing. I remember hearing that. Yeah, we have trouble against bigger teams. They got to figure it out. They got to beat bigger teams and smaller teams and any kind of teams. You saw the bracket last, and they had Finland. They lied to me. You saw the bracket last night, and they had Finland. They lied to you. No, I think what you saw. Yeah, okay. I know what you saw. The bracket was set up. I thought the same thing. And for some reason, it's the opposite of how the bracket was set up. And I thought the same thing as you last night. So yeah, don't worry. They lied to both of us. Was I surprised not seeing Caulfield and Hudson? No, I kind of knew that they probably weren't going to be on there. Although I saw someone shitpost, I guess, on social media that Caulfield was going to get good news, and I just assumed it was that and didn't question it, and that's what happens. Robertson surprised me more, but yeah, I think it's a mistake that they left those guys off. But hey, trouble against they keep the yeah. I know I get that, Eric. They've got to find a way to gain the middle. They got to find a way. Do I think Demidov will win the Calder this season? I still do. I was hesitant. No, I was in doubt for a while because he was there was Seneca that got ahead of him. He was neck and neck with Schaefer, but he's pulled away a bit and he's got a little bit of separation. So if he can keep doing that and keep that separation, then yes, I still think he'll do that. But he's got to get good separation from Schaefer and keep it because Schaefer's a defenseman. If Schaefer, say, is within 5 points of Demidov, I think Schaefer gets it, to be very honest. When do I expect to see Hage? Game or two at the end of the season? This one? Pickford, no. Pickford is going to go to Laval, in my opinion. And after that, I don't know. I don't know enough about the kid. I know the numbers and I know all that. His breakout season down in the WHL. Um, but I say a year in Laval and then I'll make a judgment for myself then, but I don't know. But I definitely think we'll see Hage in a Habs uniform for a couple of games here, or I don't know if can he jump to Laval after. I'm not sure, but I think we'll see him a couple of games, maybe even for the playoffs too. Hey there, Wolverine. You cared more about the Canadian roster and was real happy to see Suzuki make it. Yeah, no, I was happy too. I mean, I figured he was going to. I didn't see how they're going to leave him off. Do I see Hage and Reinbacher play for the Habs by the end of the season? Hage, yes. Reinbacher, maybe, maybe not, depending. I kind of think Hage could be a kid that comes in for a couple of games, like Demidov did, right, and then play in the playoffs. I don't necessarily see that for Reinbacher. I kind of figure Reinbacher will probably win a job at a camp next season, and then that's when we'll get him here. Guru, good. It is a good call to race. It really is. But I'm happier now that Demidov is pulling away a little bit um, from the other guys on that list. From my understanding is about Hage, he's put on muscle. He's already done some of that. The one thing with Hage is at the dot, he's not his percentage is really bad. I don't think that what you're saying there, like you said, 2 years. It he may come here for a couple of games, play a little in the playoffs. It doesn't mean he's going to stick if he's not ready, but we're going to get a look at him. I think I'll say that. From what I understand, though, the weight and putting weight on that, he's done a lot of that already. USA was looking for size, which is probably why Caulfield wasn't taken. Bill Guerin said, "Got to fill out the roles. Got to fill out the roles." Were they just looking for size? I don't know, but I think that's a good point, right? Both Hudson and Caulfield are smaller, so for me, I just hope it works against them, and I'm fine with that. I don't really even want them at the Olympics, so yeah. If Hage wins Hobie Baker, I think he's going to get nominated. At least he's going to get nominated. It has to be a sure thing for him to make the Habs roster. Why? Why can't he leave, join us for the end of the season, and then play in Laval next year? U.S. overlooked DeBrincat. Yeah, DeBrincat as well. Yeah, I mean, and maybe it's the size. I mean, who knows? It could be that's why. I mean, a few of the smaller guys didn't get in. They were just about back here for the third. This could be the period. Let's hope. We need a third win in a row. We are under. Nope. We're underway now. All right. So start the period. 18 shots to 15. Montreal leading that. It's 2-0 St. Louis. Whose stick is that? come on. Ah, come on. Let's hope for the big comeback. Yep. Wolverine. Yeah, I'm not surprised Patrick Kane didn't make it. No, not at all. Too old. Not enough production. All right, 1915 to go in the third here. There you go. That's the time, Paul. Good chance there for St. Louis right at the net, but Fowler was ready. Come on, boys, we need you to play. Delayed penalty. So Habs are going to go on the power play. Oh, we still have the puck. Ah, God damn it. All right, so they go on the power play here. High sticking. That's why he showed two high sticking, no blood. I didn't see it. Still didn't see it. There. Okay, saw it there. Took him a while to show it. Come on, guys. Got to win faceoffs. Those are important ones going on the power play, but they got control. Come on. Ah, come on. Need some puck luck. You're damn right. They haven't had much all game. I'm going to tell you, they might have a couple of goals if they had some puck luck, in my opinion. Minute left in the power play. They hit the post. Gallagher, I think. Yeah, you said Gallagher? Yeah, he's out there. They clear it down. Come on, boys. 35 seconds left in the power play. Come on, Dobson, get there. Yeah, another kill for St. Louis. Oh, come on! Ah! Can't corral the goddamn puck right in front with an open net, man. Yeah, Fowler ready there for that shot. 5 minutes in already. Come on, boys. You got to really make a push. How do you know I'm 30 seconds ahead now? Or you are? Now there's no whoops. You can't jinx Bennington's shutout. Six minutes in right now. 20-16 are shots on goal for Montreal leading back. 2-0 St. Louis. Did I tell you? I did it again. They remain down by 2. I love this commercial. This is the first part. Hang on. Boom! That hit. That's the Hall of Fame commercial. I love that. That first hit on the guy. That's awesome. Hey, Jay, how's it going? One of the worst games of the year. I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that. We're only down by 2. We've had way worse than this. Way worse than this. Not saying this is a good game, but we've had way worse. No, I know it's not about the score, but but in the games where the score was worse, they weren't playing well either. I mean, it's it's mostly puck luck. They're just not getting the bounces. And the couple of defensive breakdowns they had, St. Louis scored. But listen, it's not a good game. I'm not saying it is from them, but it's not the worst. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I'm saying. I'm not going to say it's the ice and they can't pass because the ice. St. Louis can. Well, how come Canadiens can't? At least Fowler's keeping us in it, right, Lucas? So there's that. That's the one good thing, really, so far. Fowler's been solid. Yeah, they're getting down to that point, though, Lawyer, where it's okay. It's time for the comeback kids to get activated, right? It's getting there. Anyway, listen, they've come back how many times this year? Like this season at this point in the game. So I don't feel it's going to happen this time, but I mean they've done it, so let's hope. Let's be positive, not negative, if we can. Send them positive vibes all the way down there, but they'll probably get stopped by ice before it gets to them. They did not send Fowler down. No, They're not sending Fowler down, I believe, until they're confident Monty is fully back. That's what it seems like to me. When they're confident that they can put Monty out regularly and everything is good, Fowler will go back down. That's what I think. Come on, Slav. Beast mode. There you go. Beast mode. Nope. Save Bennington. This is a game they need a chance to win. Tomorrow's game might be a rough one. You might be right. And then again, we're looking at, and they'll come out with a great game against the Stars, right? Being the Habs aren't a favorite to win, they might pull out a spite victory versus Dallas. Exactly. That wouldn't be the first time. And again, it's Dallas, so they'll play up to Dallas and play better. They're playing down to St. Louis, and St. Louis is a big team, although I think Dallas too. Anyway, game's not over yet. Only down by 2. They just no puck luck. Big hit there by Jackeye. 8 minutes gone here. Dallas been sucking lately. Let's hope they suck tomorrow. Yeah, that was good. Matheson breaking up that, just getting the puck away from that guy was good. Yeah, Joe. It's pretty much like that, right? It's kind of like they have our number, but it's one of those games. The Habs aren't getting the bounces. The puck luck's not there. I think that's a big thing to do with it today. And I do think maybe it's possible this year Blues have our number. That happens. It's just a fact of hockey. Hey, who's who? Oh shit! Yeah, Texier almost cut Cairo with his skate. Was that his skate? That was dangerous right there, boy. Cairo's lucky. Yeah, they do. There's just no puck luck. I'm telling you, man. It just, to me, that's what I see. It's a big part of what's going on. Because defensively, it's not like defensive um, breakdowns all over the place and all game long. It's not that. It's their offense isn't going, and they just can't get it. Because to me, that's what I see. Puck luck. Fowler does look confident. I love this kid. I can't wait till he's here permanently. Reminds me so much of Carey Price, to be honest with you. A lot. He's got a lot of Price's characteristics. I'll say. Broken goddamn stick. See what I mean, though? That's part of it. That's part of puck luck. None. Unfortunately, that's also part of hockey. There's just some games like that. The trick is they got to learn how to still win when it's a game like that. They still got to learn how to win in those games. Shots are 20-17. There hasn't been a shot, seems, for a bit. Because that was 20-17 before, 21-17 now. You see 22? I got 21. How's that? Arigato Guru-san. That's where. Why are you guys talking in Japan? It's Japanese, right? Go back to CCM sticks. They never broke. The wood sticks, they don't use wood sticks anymore. I don't disagree with you, but they don't have the flex power and all that the other sticks do. You got 22 shots and I'm ahead. I don't know. Mine said 21, so they must have taken one back. I'm in commercial stuff. I guess depends on your time zone how many shots come on the clock. I don't know. Maybe we're in a different dimension. Who the fuck knows? It feels like it these days. That's for sure for me. I would love two Harvey's burgers for $8 right now. I would love it, honestly. So I don't have to cook after. At least it's not a late game for that. It's gonna be cool. Saturday night, game's over early. We still had a game on Saturday, and you got an early night to do whatever the hell you want. Oh yeah, Baconator. I love it, but it's not healthy for you, man. Not at all is it that healthy for you. The calories in there, I can't eat it. I won't eat that kind of stuff anymore. I have to be very careful as I can. It's not like I'm perfect, that's for sure. But I stopped eating that kind of stuff just because of the calories. I'm trying to be in a calorie deficit every day, not an overload. It says 21-17 on mine. Sorry, guys, but 8.5, 8:31 to go in the third, and 21-17. That's the shots, 2-0 St. Louis. When you order that burger, an eagle screeches in the background, trying to warn you not to do that. Don't eat that. Guru, it's just a sign of age happening to you, buddy. That's all. That's all it is, man. Bacon is best with scrambled eggs. Bacon is good with most things, right? I just don't want to see a shutout here. I don't know. With 8 minutes, 8:05 left, but they've come back from less time than that many times already. So let's see. Nothing's looking like they're going to take this game over and score two here in the last 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes almost. Eat more fish. Do you spell fish though? Pussy? Because I'm not sure. Then I agree with that statement. Anything's better than Subway. Born to be a Hab. Come on. You're in Quebec, are you? I've never heard of Firehouse Sub. If it says meow, and you got to take a shower. Let's see more Valeno. You think Valeno's going to make a difference here? Let me see the name. Duwa. Hey, Duwa, welcome to the channel. Galea fish. That's called, no, that's just called a camel toe. I know, I'm getting ridiculous tonight. If Valeno would get the job done, though, I'm all for that, Dua. No problem. Are you a big Valeno fan in particular? Valeno is the best. Blay Texier, yes, sir. No, no. Listen, I don't care who gets it. We need a goal. Hopefully, get it started because there's not much time. 6:35 to go here. Day is running out of time. Fowler freezes the puck. We'll have a face-off in front of Fowler. One restaurant you loved in Ontario that would be a major hit here. There's only one in Montreal for a whole province. Pita Pit. Pita Pit. I think I've heard of that. I'm not going to say genius for MSL, but I don't disagree totally with that statement. But I mean, I don't know what's going to. He can't change the puck luck, the bounce. He can't change that. And that's the big problem for me here. All right. Here comes Slav. No, not Slav. It was Dino. Yeah. I mean, also, Habs haven't been able to really hold their zone and put like pressure on, like extended pressure. They haven't been able to do that. Sustained pressure is really what I meant to say. What kind of food you get at Pizza Pit? Wraps and stuff like that? Joe, I mean, that's a good point. It's been a long trip, and I mean, that's a good point. But again, if they want to be a contender, they got to learn how to overcome that and win games like these where they're not at their best. Come on, Caulfield. Come on. Come on. Oh, how did I thought that went in? God damn it. Wraparound try. Ah, we're under 5 to go now. Ah, that does sound good, Peter Pitt. I don't know where there is one around here. Play whistle down. Don't know why exactly. But I should have a face-off in the Habs zone. Did I hear about the kid that got a breakaway on the street a couple days ago? I did not hear about the kid that got a breakaway on the street a couple days ago, Paul. I'm waiting to hear now about that kid. Are you going to tell me about that kid that got a breakaway on the street a couple days ago? Goalie, yeah, they're going to pull the goalie soon, I would think. Oh, I thought you were like telling me a joke. So they had ice on the roads from the rain, freezing rain, and the kids were playing hockey. Yeah, I mean that's the thing today. That never happened when I was a kid, but that's a thing today. They're running very low on time, lawyer. I don't. I mean, I don't. As much as I don't want to say it, but I don't think they have time now. The thing is, they can, they can cap and how. What's the word I'm looking for? They can really they're quick at scoring. Like they're on the rush and all that. They can put a couple in pretty quickly. I guess that's what I meant to say. It took a while. So let's hope. You did that back in '58, really? I don't remember ever doing that as a kid. Santa was doing his annual thing and he took a direct hit from the missile. I what I heard was he was flying back to the North Pole and going over Venezuela when the missiles hit and one took him out. That's what I heard. Detroit lost today and we are going to lose today too. So, great. It's so up and down. It's like a seesaw. The timeout here, Habs, I think. No, they just pulled Fowler. Sorry. 3:40 to go. They win the draw at least. Okay, what did Hudson do there exactly? Ah, oh, didn't clear. Nice, nice. Come on. Ah, man. Fuck, they couldn't get that puck over the pad. Ah, I don't. That's gonna 3 minutes left, man. Yeah, Paul. I was talking about it earlier. I'm ready to defend Canada today. Oh, he's already said Mexico's next and then Canada. So he's already said that. I heard it. So, and not somebody say this is what he said. I heard it out of his own mouth. So, yeah, we're already on, to me, on warning. That's where we're at. 19 fucking 30, whatever, all over again. Except we're the country. We're Poland now. We're right next to the bully. Yeah, but it's not a thing to joke about at this point with what's going on. Sorry. I don't really find that threat very funny. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Joe, we're gonna see what happens. Paul, what are you saying even? I don't even know what you're saying there. You're wrong. He will have a hard time, but you're wrong about that other thing. Can't win if you don't score. Very true. Oh man, that almost went in the net. Almost an empty netter. Yeah, they're gonna get shut out here. 119 to go before the shutout is official. Yeah, I mean, I don't find that a slur. I don't give a shit. I have no problem with Mexico, but what's the time? A minute 19 left there, Hillary. 119 to go. Yeah, no, it's Putin controls Trump. They're not in the same bed. Trump sleeps on the floor next to Putin's bed, like the dog that he is. Listen. Once we stop talking about this stuff in the game, yeah, the game it was a good diversion from the shit that's going on these days, right now. So even though we lost, but no, you guys in the chat, all the chatting and all that made a difference today. So I appreciate all that conversation. It's too bad it didn't reflect in the game at all. And by the way, you see Fowler on the bench with a smile. He doesn't. This stuff doesn't bother him. He's not affected by games like this, which is good. At least get one. At least get one. All I want now at this point. No. Fuck, no matter what they do, they're not going to get it. Not at all. They couldn't buy a goal if one was for sale. And all the way down. We are winners in our hearts, Phil. That I'll agree with you today. Now, listen, it's a game. They're going to have more losses this year. That's for sure. They didn't fall out too much in any of the standings. It's nothing to worry about. And I hope that tomorrow it's a different story. And we've seen this happen. We've seen this happen with them. They lose to the shitty team and beat the difficult team. Hockey's way better than it was, Paul. That's the only kind of war I like is on the ice. And they're just going to run out of time. 2-0 St. Louis. That's it. That's all, boys. That's it. That's all. No stars for the Habs in this game. That's for sure. None. And that's it. That's all. Well, that's too bad. I mean, that's just a shame that that happened. All right, so we got a loss there. So they are in Dallas tomorrow. They got to travel. The game is 2 hours earlier than the start today, so it's a somewhat quick turnaround. Everything pointing to a bad Habs loss tomorrow. We'll see. Did I know they play hockey in Qatar? Yeah, I did hear they built an arena in Qatar. At least they never gave up and empty netter with all the time they had. No, they don't give up. This team doesn't give up, but the puck luck, the passing wasn't fluid. Nothing was good about the way they moved the puck today. I think that's the biggest culprit of what happened here today is that if they could pass the puck fluidly, that they might have had a goal or two, but they couldn't pass the puck fluidly at all. So, back from injury, from what I understand, Gooley could be back before Doc. What was the timeline on Gooley? I'm trying to think now. Wait. A week and a half or so. Gooley, maybe around 10 days. But don't quote me on that. But I heard Gooley will be back before Doc. And that's it. I don't think anybody. I have no idea what's going on with Evans at all. I have not even heard a timeline on Evans yet. So I have no idea what's happening with that. And then, well, Matheson's back, so there's no worry about him. The team in Qatar must be the. I'm not going to say it because that sounds like a threat. I'm not saying you are, but I don't want to say it. Tomorrow, only one man scores. Gallagher. Only one man scores. Gallagher's his name. Hard to move the puck on slush. I don't think it was slush. What happened to Anderson? Anderson was out. I didn't notice him much out there, so I can't tell you. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear them say anything about Andy. Canada plays tomorrow night at 8 or 8:30. I'm not positive. I've heard both, and they're playing against Czechia. And I will be, if you come right back here tomorrow night at that time, I will be doing that game. And if they win that one, then they'll be back at it on Monday, probably at the same time, 8 o'clock or 8:30. If they lose that game, they will be in the early game. So I will be doing a fourth. I think it's a 5:30 start. It's either 4:30 or 5:30 start if they're in the bronze game. Either way, I'll be doing that. All right. Well, Born to be a Hab with a very good idea. This was a loss, nothing to, nothing to lose your mind over, and they should just put that behind them and move on from it. That's. I mean, when you don't have puck luck, I don't know if there's anything you can do to change it other than it naturally comes back. Then like hopefully the next game. So, all right. So I'm out of here too. I have to walk the dog and feed her before I do the review, but I do plan to do a review today. It's early. I didn't fall asleep. I don't think I'm going to fall asleep before it. That's what happened the last one. I fell asleep and it was too late to do after that. Tomorrow, 2:00, they're in Dallas, going to have that game. And then what else? And then Canada versus Czechia at night. And I think that's all that will be out there. I will be working other than that too. I've got a couple of one podcast to direct. And I don't think I'm going to get Have Normals done. I don't think I'm going to have time. And I have no idea what's with Matt. So there's that. And that's it. That's it. Let's see. One last thing. Paul's opinion, Canada has gelled. They will win. I agree with that. They can score. They're confident. It's a pretty good team. The goalie that they're going to use, I believe, will get the job done, and I believe that they will get the gold medal too. My prediction. Talking Habs Hockey Day. Yeah, it's my version of it. Yeah. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow. And have a good night. It's Saturday. Lots of time to enjoy Saturday night. Please do. And that's it. Give a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And I will see you tomorrow. That's it from here. Ciao, everybody.